Welcome to Japanese from Zero. You're going to want to stay till the end. I promise you it's fun. But before then, we're going to be talking about de. De. In book 4, lesson 12, okay? Now, you could be using the books. You could be using FromZero.com. You can watch the video first. You can do the lesson first. It doesn't matter. Or you can theoretically just watch the video and get some good information. But if you go to FromZero.com right now, we got this really cool activities thing that we just added at the end of all of the reading comprehensions, which I saw for the first time yesterday, and it was so fun. I just liked having it right there. All right, moving on. All right, so we're going to talk about, before we get into this, I need to remind you about how things work in Japanese. Okay, we're going to just go quickly review here. So what does this mean? Yoji. It means 4 o'clock. And no, it's never yonji and it's never shiji. It absolutely has to be yoji. Okay, what about this? Sanji gohun. It's a time. We're talking about a point in time. It's 3:05. And what is this? Kokonoka. Kokonoka means the 9th day of the month. Okay, but what if we want to say a period of time, a duration? Okay, we learned this in book 3, lesson 1, so you should know, but this is just a quick review. You have to have kan. Jikan means hours. So if we say yojikan, it means 4 hours. Okay, now, gohunkan, kan can be there to mean duration of 5 minutes, but it's not required. You don't have to have it, but you can have it. Okay, sometimes kan is not required, but for jikan, it must be there. Okay, and the same thing with this. Kokonoka kan means a period of 9 days. Now, if the kan is not there, it's possible that they will think you mean the 9th of the month. If they're not paying attention, they will. Most of the time, context will get you there. But if you add kan and say kokonoka kan, it definitely means 9 days. Okay. Now, what if you want to say 3 hours and 5 minutes? So over here, okay, over here we have sanji gohun. If you want to say a period of 3 hours and 5 minutes, you might make the mistake and say sanji gohun kan, but you cannot. It must be sanjikan gohun, 3 hours and 5 minutes, okay? Because if you just say sanji, it definitely would just mean 3 o'clock. All right, now let's see what we can do with this day. So if we say 10分で, it means in 10 minutes. We're going to use day to say how much time we used to accomplish this thing. Okay? Now, I want to point out 10分 can also be 10分. The original slide writer was Kanako sensei. She's Japanese. She wrote 10分, and my wife said it should be 10分. I left it as 10分because so many people say 10分when they're talking. It's fine. But if you are in Japanese school on a test, you will be marked wrong. It must be 10分, not 10分. All right, moving on. 2日間で. 2日間で. Within 2 days. Now, we could also say 2日で. 2日で would also work, okay? And 3年で. Now, I want to point out 3年間 is also possible. 3年間 in a period of 3 years. This is in 3 years. Now, let's see how we use it, okay? We're going to do time span plus day and then an action to say, in this amount of time, we did this thing, or this thing can be accomplished, okay? Here we go. Just read it first. あと5分でうちに着くよ. Now, I gotta be honest. I don't know if we learned the verb 着く, but it means to arrive. 着く is such a good word to know if you don't already know it, okay? あと5分でうちに着くよ. So, what does うちに着くよ mean? うちに着く means to arrive at home, okay? Or to get home. We're speaking informally here. あと5分でうちに着くよ. あと5分でうちに着くよ. I'll be home in 5 minutes. It just means in an additional 5 minutes, right? It's just 5 minutes left before I arrive at home. The de is the amount of time it requires for me. It's marking that amount that's required for me to go home, to get there, okay? That's how long it will take. All right, moving on. 越しは1日で終わりました。引っ越しは1日で終わりました。So, 引っ越し means a move. 引っ越す means to move. 引っ越し means a moving itself, the move. Okay? What about that move? 1日で in a day 終わりました. It ended. Now, a lot of times, it's going to sound more natural in English to say in just a day, and that's fine too. Okay? The move was completed in one day. If we said the move was completed in just one day, it's fine. There's other words in Japanese to make sure that it becomes a just, but often in English it just sounds more natural to say, yeah, the move ended in just a day or in one day. Okay, ichinichi. Now, you don't ever say ichinichi kan. Don't say ichinichi kan. Okay? The reason why you don't need it for there is that when you're saying the first of the month, this is not read as ichinichi, it'd be read as tsuitachi. I probably should have put that in the slide, but it's good to know. If you see this and you want to say day of the month, the first of the month, you would say tsuitachi. Okay? So you don't need kan on that one. All right, moving on. 2年で会社を3回辞めました。2年で会社を3回辞めました。What does that mean? What is 辞める? It can be to stop. You can say to somebody, 辞めて. Stop it. 辞めて. You'll see that on the internet, I'm sure. 辞めて, stop. Okay? But it also means quit. 辞めました. I quit. What did they quit? 会社. Quit the company. It's marked with that O. Quit the company. What's this doing right here? 3回. 3 times. Quit my company 3 times. Okay, what's this then? In 2 years or within 2 years. 2年で. Okay? I quit my job 3 times in 2 years, which is crazy. All right, moving. Well, maybe it's not too crazy. So that's how we're doing it with time spans. Now let's look at amounts, okay? This one's maybe a little bit trickier to put into your head. Okay, so it's for this amount or with this amount. Okay, we're not always talking about money too. It's any kind of a counter. Okay, so for example, 10ドルで. 10ドルで. What does that mean? With $10. We can do things with $10. With just $10, you can do this. 10ドルで. 5人で. 5人で. With 5 people. Okay, we did something. 5 of us did this thing as a group. Okay. シャツ1枚で. With one shirt. I don't know. What do you do with one shirt? I don't know. But maybe you could do something with one shirt. With one shirt on, I washed my car. All right. That would be a little bit different sentence, to be fair. All right. Here's what we can do with セーター1枚で. Here's where we're going to do it. 今日はセーター1枚で大丈夫です. Maybe your mother is getting your clothing together for you. If you're still getting your mother to do things for you, congratulations. And you kind of, stick your hand out the window. You're like, okay, all right. 今日はセーター1枚で大丈夫です. I'll be okay with just a sweater today. With just this one sweater today. Okay? All right. Moving on. 私は毎月13万円で生活しています。私は毎月13万円で生活しています。What does 生活する mean? 生活する means to live. Okay? Not to be alive, but like, yeah, I live on this, right? So I'm living on 130,000 yen every month. Okay? Now I want to do a couple just bonus things to talk about here. We could have said, 私は月 without the 毎 and not say every month, but just say month. 月 in a month 13万円で生活しています. I am living on 130,000 yen. We could have also put a dake right here. 13万円だけで with just. Now we can really force that just like I said earlier. Okay. One more quickie bonus. We could have said たったの with a mere 13万円で. たったの13万円で. Now you're showing that it really is not enough. Okay. This might be a brag. In this version, you might be saying, I don't know why you need 50,000 million yen. I'm doing it with just 130,000 yen. 私は毎月13万円. But if you say たったの, now it's like, oh, merely this amount. Oh my God, that's so hard to do. Okay. All right. But this one. 家族4人で晩ご飯を食べに行きました。家族4人で晩ご飯を食べに行きました。I feel like this one's a little bit tricky to get a good English sounding sentence. And I feel like even the translation that we get out of this, it's weird. I went to eat dinner with my family of 4. Now, it's important to know when you say 家族4人, it just means normally, I think in America, we just say like, I went with my family. You would say like, 家族と晩ご飯を食べに行きました. With my family, I went to eat. But here we're saying, with 4 of my family members, right? The 4 of us as a family went. Now, it's important to note, just in case you're counting, if you want to count properly, 家族4人 includes you. So there's 3 other family members with you. It doesn't mean 4 family members and you, because de is including all of that. Okay? If we said 家族4人と晩ご飯, then it would mean with 4 other people. Okay? Important distinction. All right, let's look at some little things to test you up here. So we got something happening here. What is this? What's happening here? What are they doing? Let me ask you. 何をしていますか? Just tell me the action. カラオケをしています. You could have said 歌っています. They are singing as well. But here we're just going to say they're doing karaoke. But how are they doing it? How are they doing it? If it was one person, it would be 一人で. 一人でカラオケをしています. I do this a lot. I have a karaoke room above this room, and I do it a lot. I'm just like, for an hour and a half, I'm just me singing all by myself. 一人でよくカラオケをします. I often sing karaoke all by myself. 一人で is so powerful. It just means by myself. Okay? So the 3 of them are doing karaoke. What would you say there? 3人でカラオケをしています. All right, you ready for more? You got it? Remember, guys, when I ask you to say things, I really want you to say it, okay? I say this all the time, but you will, in your head, even though you didn't really have it, go, oh yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. You got to say it out loud. Don't lie to yourself. Trust me. It's not good for you. All right, what's happening here? What do you think? It's a bunch of things. I'm curious what you might think here. Because I want comments, post what before you saw what she was doing. What do you think was happening here? What is she doing? I'll tell you what she's doing. She's making something, right? I don't know what. I do know what because I made this picture here. So she's making curry. カレーを作っています. Okay? You could say she's cooking. 料理をしています. But that's not what we're going to say. The scenario is this. I'm so hungry. Maybe I'm going to go get McDonald's. I say to my wife, お腹すいた. マック食べに行こうかな. Maybe I should go to McDonald's. And she says, カレーができるよ. Excuse me. Got too excited. カレーができるよ. The curry will be done. But we could put a time frame here, right? When can this curry get done? In another 3 minutes. Ooh. How do you say another? Another 3 minutes. Another 3 minutes. I can't remember where we learned this. Like, probably book 1 we learned this. あと3分で 彼ができるよ. Now, I know some of you are saying, doesn't できる mean I can do? Yes. It doesn't mean I can do curry in another 3 minutes. That's not what that means. When you're making something, できる means to complete the thing that you're making, okay? So for example, if I was making, like, imagine I was making like a little, like a wood house puzzle thing or something. When I finish it, I would say, できた! I did it! できた! And when you do a test in Japan and you do well, they put this stamp on your paper with this little flowery thing and it says, よくできました. You did well. Okay? All right. That's what dekiru does. All right, another one. If you've never been to Japan, you don't know what this is, but this is a bullet train ticket currently. It might be different in a year or two, or when you watch this video in 2027. I don't know. But this is a ticket from Tokyo to Shin Osaka, okay? And the price is about 10,000 yen, right? 10,180 yen. So, 新大阪まで行けます. That means I can go as far or up to Shin Osaka, okay? You can go as far as, parentheses, or optional, that wording. In English, we could just say you can go to, oh, I missed the word to here, sorry. You can go as far as Shin Osaka, or you can go to Shin Osaka, okay? But we're going to say, for an amount, we're going to say for about 10,000 yen. How would you say that? You can go as far as Shin Osaka, or you can go to Shin Osaka for about 10,000 yen. Made marks your final destination, okay? Here it is. 1万円ぐらい。1万円ぐらいで行けます。新大阪まで1万円ぐらいで行けます。Okay? Right? Maybe someone is saying, oh, I don't have enough money. I really want to go see my girlfriend in Shin Osaka, but... And then they're like, 新大阪まで1万円くらいで行けます. And they probably would use more grammar in there. They'd probably say, 新大阪までなら, if you're talking about up to, like if you're talking up to 新大阪, 1万円くらいで行けますよ. They're informing you, right? 新大阪までなら1万円くらいで行けますよ. Okay. You see how we learn like the basic sentence, and then the Japanese people throw little parts in there, change it just a little bit. This grammar stacking is super important. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay. Here we are. Here's the funny part about this video. This is me asking the AI Midjourney version 6 for an angry Japanese wife standing in front an open toilet seat with the lid up. That was my prompt. This is what I got. It's okay, but there's like the lid's up and the lid's down. It's like some sort of like Schrodinger's toilet lid. I don't know what it's up and it's down. I don't know. And what's with her hands? I don't understand. So I tried again. And I don't know what happened. I just refreshed it essentially and I got sexy wife. And now the seat's down. I don't know what happened. I didn't change the prompt. Now she's sexy. I don't know why, but very cute. And she doesn't look mad. She looks like she's pouting. I don't know. Okay. I tried again. And for some reason I got the seat up now, but again, it's also still down. And now she's gonna murder me and she's wearing a bikini, but I don't understand the shape of I don't understand what's happening here. Also, the shower is in the toilet, which happens in Korea sometimes, but this is Japan, right? I don't know. All right, moving on. Okay, this time, believe it or not, I changed the prompt to say fully clothed angry Japanese wife. And fully clothed just means you put water on her leg. You wet her leg up a little bit. You still mess up the toilet, and now like everything's wet. Okay. All right. I tried one more time. I just refreshed the prompt. I felt like I had written a good enough prompt, and nope. Now she's even sexier. And now the toilet lid is closed again. Okay. Finally, I rearranged the words a little bit in the prompt. Fully dressed was in there. And it got close, guys. It tried so hard. But now I got 2 toilets. I don't know why. I got 2 toilets now. And does this, and I don't mean to be like patriarchal, the man doesn't clean, the wife has to clean, but this wife does not know how to clean this bathroom. Like, this is the dirtiest, this is dirtier than the Quality Inn I stayed at in Moultrie, Georgia the other day. And that room was so bad, I left within an hour. It was the worst hotel room I ever stayed in. All right. 2 toilets. So I just gave up and I said, angry Japanese wife anime style. That's the final prompt. And I got this. She's very mad. She's very mad. But why? Why is she mad? Like, I didn't put the toilet seat down? Dude, come on. Here's what I think about this, right? If I go into the bathroom and the toilet seat is down, I'll lift it up. If you go in and it's up, you put it down. That is my standard theory. But I do now believe I'm in charge of putting it down because it does suck to accidentally sit on it. You're kind of like, because I've done it twice where I've lifted up and I sat right on the toilet. Okay, so anyway, this is what I want you to think about. What does this Japanese mean? Your wife is this, she's so mad that blood is coming out of her eyeball and maybe her neck, I don't know. She's so angry that kanji she wrote in blood, she painted on the wall, I'm angry. Like, she's just angry. And you said to her, you went out with friends, you went to get like a beer or something like that, and you said this to your Japanese friend. なんでそれぐらいで怒るかわからない? What does that mean? Post it in the comments. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. These things always help me. You guys don't help me when you don't do things. Do things. Bring this channel more people, please. なんでそれぐらいで怒るかわからない? Translations down below in the descriptions. Not in the description. You guys in the comments are putting it down there. All right, guys. Bye. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. What am I doing? I'll see you later. Bye.